2020 sees Suzuki Motor Corporation celebrate its 100th anniversary. In a lifetime that has seen it produce motorcycles, cars, marine engines and weaving looms, the company is still seen today as one of the major players in the global motorcycle market. To celebrate their anniversary, we're taking a look back at the top 10 most iconic Suzukis of all time. First true Suzuki motorcycle that didn't use another brand of engine was the 36cc 2-stroke Power 3. The Suzuki Power 3 was built around a fairly conventional looking bicycle chassis with the tiny engine suspended within the frame. Revolutionary it wasn't, but it did help the company get a foothold in the domestic motorcycle market, with 6,000 bikes a month being produced by 1954, and the rest, as they say, was history. The Suzuki TL1000R was built to take the V-twin fight to Ducati and Honda in a WSBK and AMA. This didn't quite work out, and after only winning a single race in a WSBK, the plug was pulled on the TL program. That didn't stop the TL1000R and its semi-fared sibling, the TL1000S, gaining a cult following amongst fans, thanks to its unique styling, thunderous V-twin engine, and its reputation as an animal to ride. Built at a time when the big factories were in an outright fight for world domination, the Hayabusa's battleground was the top speed war that raged in the mid to late 90s. With over 170 brake horsepower and capable of speeds in excess of 180 miles an hour, the Busa became the king of the autobahn and a favourite with those looking for cheap speed on the road and drag strip. Not the reboot, but the original Suzuki Katana, built back in the early 80s. Prior to this bike, motorcycle design was pretty stoic, and the general look of a machine had remained relatively unchanged since the 1940s. Then the Suzuki Katana arrived, and there was a collective thud as the motorcycle industry's jaw hit the floor. The bike's futuristic features didn't stop with the styling. It had a rudimentary form with anti-dive on the front forks, preload adjustment on the rear shocks, and 110 brake horsepower, which made it not only look like a spaceship, it went like one too. Introduced in 1984, the GSX-R was one of the first genuine 4-stroke, 4-cylinder race reps that anyone could go out and own. At the launch, it wowed the world with its advanced technology and lightweight. It quickly became a favourite with a new breed of bikers who were ditching the mods and rockers scene in favour of more adrenaline-fuelled thrills. If you wanted to ride a 2-stroke 250cc race replica, you either went Honda NSR 250, Aprilia RS 250 or Suzuki RGV 250. For many, the RGV was the 250 GP replica of choice, mainly thanks to its wild colour schemes and reputation as the bad boy of the 2-stroke pack. It was embarrassingly fast on track, and in the right hands would walk all over the litre sports bikes of the day. Sticking to the 2-stroke theme, we have the daddy of the early GP race reps, the RG500. The RG500 was a close cousin to the Suzuki 500cc GP machines that won the 1981 and 1982 world titles. It was light, fast and uncompromising. It featured disc valves, flat slide carbs and a twin crank, and produced a healthy 95 brake horsepower. With its race-bred DNA came race bike engine dynamics, with very little in the way of power or torque below 5,000 RPM. Once in the sweet spot though, the RG500 would deliver acceleration that few bikes of the time could match. In a bid to take the fight to Honda's all-conquering Fireblade, Suzuki introduced the GSX-R 1100. In an attempt to bolt on more power, the Big Gixxer gained water cooling as opposed to oil-air cooling, and the bike ballooned to over 250 kilograms in ready-to-ride form. And while sales weren't stellar, the bike's bad-to-the-bone attitude made it a favourite with those who had a penchant for wheelies and making off from the local constabulary at high speed. With its twin headlights nestling behind a perspex cover, the GSX-R 600 SRAD is, in our opinion, one of the best looking Supersport 600S of the 1990s. With its extremely sweet handling, a good but not amazing engine and adequate brakes, the 600 SRAD became a hit with dealers and racers alike. With the dimensions of a 600cc super sports bike and the power and torque of a 1000, the GSXR 1000 K5 is widely regarded as the daddy of the GSXR range. It was fast without being frightening, quick handling but not knife edge, and best of all was accessible to riders of all levels. The K5 didn't just excel on the roads and the sales charts, it was hit on the track too, with many racing on it in elite competitions and championships long after the model had been superseded. The K5 was so good that BMW used them when developing the first version of their S1000RR sports bike. That's our list of the most iconic Suzuki motorbikes, but which is your favourite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.